How to know if your Filipina is honest. In this video I'm going to give you some telltale signs to find out if your Filipina is being honest with you or is she hiding something from you. So if you've started dating a Filipina recently or perhaps even married to a Filipina and you sense something may be a little off, then you won't want to miss this video. Looking to date a Filipina or already dating or married to a Filipina? I use my experiences around my relationship with my Filipino wife of 6 years, as well as my professional experience as a qualified relationship counsellor for over the past 10 years. Are you after resources, tips and information for a successful relationship with your Filipina and to maintain it well into the future? No problems, just take a moment to subscribe and press the bell icon to get all our future videos, and I promise you'll never miss out again. And for those of you that are thinking of dating a Filipina but haven't started the search just yet, then sit back and you may find this video very useful also. No one wants to think the worst of our new girlfriend or wife, but the fact is sometimes some women, for whatever reason, may be hiding something from you. It can be anything from hiding a surprise birthday party or gift through to not really being in love with you and trying to get your money, to having an affair with another man. The point I'm trying to make at the start of this video is that not everything she may be hiding is always bad. But I will say that mostly when your Filipino girlfriend or wife is hiding something from you, you certainly have cause to be alarmed and start to investigate. Some common things that Filipinas may hide from you could be she's secretly sending money home to her family. As we know, family is so important to your Filipina, and she may be very embarrassed to ask you for money to send to her family. Or perhaps you've even told her there will be no money going home to her family, and for your Filipina this can place her in a very difficult position between you and her family. She will feel stuck in the middle and may feel by sneaking money home to her family without you knowing may be the only way she knows how to try and keep everyone happy. So with the money, it's not like she's wanting to deceive you, but more that she knows no other way of handling this. And for many Filipinas, they may find it very hard to say no to their parents in particular. Another thing your Filipina may not be honest with you about is having her own secret bank account. She may have opened an account you know nothing about where she puts a certain amount of money away each week or each month. This is quite concerning because it is a deliberate act of hiding from you, and she will have a motive of some sort for doing so, such as perhaps she isn't planning on the relationship going long term and she's going to set herself up for a future without you included in it. And of course, the one thing that we hope never happens is your Filipina may not be honest with you about having an affair. Perhaps she is married to a much older man and living in his country where she gets a lot of attention from younger, more exciting men. Or perhaps she never was in love with the man in the first place, or even the couple may have slowly drifted apart over time and their sex life may have slowed down. She may not want to leave the man but feels she can manage to hide the affair or the affairs. There are many scenarios that can play out why your Filipina may not be honest, but how do we know what to look for to determine if she may be honest or not with you? The first thing is your gut feeling. If your feeling tells you that something is not right, then that is usually right to listen to it and keep a close eye on what's going on around you, and perhaps start asking questions of your wife or girlfriend and pay particular close attention to her body language and tone of voice when she gives you an answer. If she quickly goes on the attack verbally, then you have plenty to worry about. But at this stage, you want to observe more and don't accuse her of anything until you have all the facts. If she comes home late from work more regularly and always goes straight to have a shower as soon as she walks in the door, then there is certainly something going on. Any change of routine can be a sign of having an affair. She will deny this so you need to be observant and still wait until you're sure of all the facts before confronting her. You can generally ask questions like, how was work? You've been doing a lot of extra hours lately? And are the extra hours likely to continue much longer, etc.? Again, by watching her body language, you'll get a good idea if she's being honest with you or not. If she can't look you straight in the eye or looks away frequently or struggles to get an answer out without tripping over her words or even searching deliberately for words and having to think hard, then she isn't being honest. When people are being honest, they recall directly from their memory and they don't have to search too hard to recall what the true events were. Has anything changed in bed? Has the love life decreased dramatically, and has that corresponded with any other events such as the time since she started working late, for example? Does she now sleep far away from you in bed where before she would sleep much closer to you? Or perhaps she has said she wants to sleep in her own room because you snore. That's her excuse anyway. Many of these signs are saying to you that she has lost interest in you and may very well have interest in someone else. The one place you may find out for certain if she's being dishonest with you is her cell phone. You may see that at some point the way she looks after her cell phone has changed. She may now have a password on the phone, or if you knew the password previously, she may have changed it so you don't know it now. One needs to ask why she's worried about you looking at her phone now, when some months back it didn't even bother her. Usually it means there's something she doesn't want you to see on that phone, and if she keeps a closer guard on the phone than she ever did before, that's another sign to consider. If she always is closing the phone up as soon as you appear in the room and looks a little flustered or panicky, then it's a good chance she may have been chatting with someone she doesn't want you to know about. Now, whether she's chatting to her family back home because she's sending money or whether she's chatting to her lover, mostly the signs will be the same. I know for me, if I was to notice these things around my wife's cell phone, I would straight out ask her why she changed the password and ask her what the new password is. I believe this is acceptable in a relationship where both have nothing to hide. The ones that say it's just for my own privacy, etc., I believe have something to hide and they don't want you to find out. Personally speaking, I have no problems allowing my wife access to my phone anytime she wants, as she does for me, and this is not a problem to either of us because we have nothing to hide. In my view, that's how a relationship should be, and that fosters greater trust and less doubt or suspicion. And if your Filipino won't allow you to know the password, then you certainly have something to worry about. I do think that if you have reasonable suspicion and everything is pointing to the direction that something is going on, then you do have a right to ask and to look at the messages on her phone. This may of course be met with protests and anger, which to me is also a sign of guilt. If a person was innocent, they may be disappointed and hurt, but they would allow you to access their phone in order to clear any suspicion you may have had. And of course after that you would both need to sit down and start to repair the damage to the relationship and work out together why the lack of trust was there, or were you just being paranoid and misreading all the signs. These are all very common signs to know if a woman of any country really is being honest with you or not, but as we deal with relationships with Filipinas, the video has been set around that topic. We all want to trust our partners as much as possible in any relationship, whether it's brand new or 20 years of marriage. But we also need to pay attention to the shift in dynamics of the change of routines as well as our gut feelings. If something is going on, then usually many of these things will have started around the same time frame or within a few months of each other. It is important not to come out and be accusing until you have the proof that she is not being honest. Always start off by asking questions in a gentle way, as stated earlier. and watch the body language and tone of voice in her replies, and you'll get great clues from that. Sometimes she may just have completely reasonable answers for you, but if not, you may just need to have deeper discussions around why she wants her own bed to sleep in, or why her affection towards you is rare nowadays, or why her phone is locked and she won't give you the password. Then, in my opinion, and from my experience in all my years of relationship counselling, you certainly would have something to worry about, and then you need to consider what your next move is going to be. But for many of us who are in happy relationships with Filipinas, we may never have any of these issues come up, or our gut feeling may never even give us cause for concern. So from that, we certainly know our Filipina is being honest with us. If you're a man who's looking to find the right Filipina for you and you're not sure where to start, then click on my affiliate link in the pinned comment to the Philippines' #1 online dating site, where you can create an account for free and view thousands of profiles of beautiful Filipinas right now. Many men in our YouTube community have found the love of their life on this site, and you can too. You really have nothing to lose. And if you're looking for more information on relationships with Filipinas, be sure to check out the playlist on screen now. Feel free to like and share the video, subscribe and press the bell icon for future videos. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all your support. Take care and bye for now.